Hi, I'm Dumisani. I'm an 18-year-old currently in Namibia on student visa, and I have exactly 1,095 days to become a billionaire. Let me explain.
A few weeks ago, I posted a video talking about how I plan to go from $0 to a billion in less than 3 years. As expected, there were loads of comments talking about how becoming a billionaire in 3 years was such an impossible dream and how 3 years was such an unrealistic timeline considering my current location. Now, I'm currently in Namibia on student visa, and student visa prevents me from getting a job locally or even starting a business locally. But I've done a lot, from making and selling flower pots to forex to drop shipping to almost everything and anything you can think about. Now, last year was my first serious business year. I had founded a startup called Errand, and basically it was a local concierge service business. My plan with Errand was to dominate a currently untapped market here in Africa, concierge services, but it was harder than I thought. Starting off the business, I had unrealistic dreams. I had so much optimism that I had set the bar so high and decided I have to get up to here, and I will get up to here in a week's time. But it wasn't as easy as I thought. 2 weeks into running my business, reality began to sink in. I had no sales. I barely got any traction on any of my social media platforms, and I was putting in significant amount of content daily, but still nothing changed. I had hired a bunch of people that I planned to help me run these errands for people, but there were no people to run errands for. So my business started to operate at a loss when I started paying people out for work that was being done, but we had no sales, we had no customers to cater for the money that Errand was taking. Forex and drop shipping, honestly, it was not different. Forex, I was enthusiastic. I had 6 months worth of knowledge, and I decided to enter into Forex. I went all in on the 7th month and decided to put the little money that I had saved up. I decided to pump it in to these 3 ventures: drop shipping, forex, and my startup Errand. 2 days on forex, reality began to sink in. It wasn't as easy as I thought, even with 6 months worth of knowledge and with winning significant amounts of money on demo accounts that I had traded previously. It was very different from trading with real money, with your hard-earned and hard-saved money. It was a lot different because emotions came to play, and I began to lose money. I made a little money off forex, and I lost more than I made. Another venture which I had was a drop shipping store, which I had started with one of my friends. Now that drop shipping store was taking too much money. 3 weeks of sleepless nights, adrenaline rushing through my veins, and enterprise with false optimism. It was terrible. I had lost everything I had saved. I had lost everything I had in me. It was cutting me deep, and luckily I had influenced myself with loads of videos talking about how failure is only a step to success, and just because you failed doesn't mean you're not going to be successful, but it actually means that it's feedback from you trying, and it is little resistance that you need to break through for you to succeed. And I'm not the type of person to give up. I started entrepreneurship at 15 years old, and I'm the type of guy who works his way around anything. I'm the type of guy who gets over barriers that are put in front of him. So I decided to retry this, give it another swing at the punching bag, and I decided if I'm going to do this again, I'm going to document this to inspire and pick up people that may have been in the same situation I was in, and even just people that didn't know where to start from. Quite frankly, when I was starting off, I had no idea where to start from, and I had no capital to start from. I had nothing to start with, and that's how I founded Errand, because I needed a company I needed a business that has little barrier to entry, that needs little cash for me to start it up and start running and start earning money. And that's how I came about with Errand as one of my first startups. And that's when I really got serious into entrepreneurship. And I know there are people out there that have big dreams, big aspirations, even though they're not as big as becoming a billionaire in 3 years. They're somewhat big compared to what they're going through and what they're experiencing right now. I plan on feeding you raw footage of raw enterprise. I plan not to talk alone behind camera, but to give you footage of me actually doing the action and putting in the work, so that you know where exactly to start from, and you know where exactly and what exactly to do, even if you have zero cash, zero experience, no connections whatsoever. On this channel, I plan to show you how I'm going to connect and build my network here in Namibia and online. I plan to show you everything from the first dollar I make to the billions dollar I make, hopefully by 2029. My plan is to build a community of growth-minded individuals like myself, because for me, when starting entrepreneurship, I only had myself. I never had friends that wanted to become billionaires like I did, and I will be showing you how exactly to start off, because I am basically starting from zero. Like I said, I had lost everything that I had made, so I will be starting from absolute zero, no knowledge, no experience, and I'm going to film and document, and maybe you too can emulate my journey and follow it like a blueprint to achieve your craziest and wildest dream. This channel will serve as evidence that if you put your mind to anything, you can achieve it, and that people's opinions don't matter when you have a big dream. Only yours do, and you can't trade in your big aspirations and your big goals for people's approval. Do the crazy stuff, do the wild stuff, do the cringe stuff, do the weird stuff, but just do the stuff that you want to do. On this channel, you won't be watching me alone, but we will grow together, we will learn together, we will connect together, and we will build a high network and a high net worth of individuals together. Now, other than that, this is my roadmap of how exactly I plan to achieve $1 billion net worth in only 3 years. Like I said, student visa prevents me from getting a local job or doing part-time gigs for money. So I'll need a vehicle. I'll need a source of income that I can reinvest into my other business ventures and build a highly scalable system that can catapult me into the hundreds of millions and further into the billions. This is where the rat lift comes into play. Now, the rat lift is an invention of mine. It is a gym invention, a home gym invention that replicates up to 28 heavy-duty gym exercises and replaces up to $20,000 worth of gym equipment. That's up to 10 gym machines. It's a $400 piece of gym equipment that replaces up to $20,000 worth of heavy-duty gym equipment. The rat lift is going to be the legs to the journey, and I know you're currently wondering, where's this gym invention? Where is this mystical being that's going to magically catapult me into the millions of dollars in a year's time? And that's where I'm currently stuck at. I need approximately $200 to file 2 provisional patent applications to protect my gym invention before I can come online and post videos about the make and start to get licensing deals and investors online. Now, if you don't know what a provisional patent application is, it is here, and basically what it is, it's going to protect me from copycats and other people that try to steal my idea. Once I'm able to get the provisional patent application, I can start to post videos of this gym invention and finally get licensing deals. My plan is to build an offshore licensing company that owns the IP, which is the intellectual property to this gym invention of mine, and with that I can start to earn money. So basically, After I license this dream invention to a big player and they start to pay me royalties, my plan is to reinvest this money into my other business ventures, like my fitness brand Rathlete, and my errand service business Errand, and my other AI startups which are currently in production. So basically, how I plan to become a billionaire in 3 years is to build a stream of companies that have high scalability, that have high income, and practically merge my stakes in these companies, merge the equity that I own in these companies to build up my net worth into $1 billion net worth and become a billionaire by 2029. Now, this journey is easier said than done, so that's why I've decided to break down my journey into smaller hurdles that will be easier to get over the course of this journey and over the course of this documentary. And so currently we're on the road to $200. So far I've been able to make a bit of money from just side jobs that I've been doing, and here's a clip of how I've managed to make some money on the side just from raw enterprise. Finished up painting, might get like, okay, I'm hoping because I know it won't be much, I'm hoping I can at least pull off $50 from the work that I've done at home. Then we've got $150 to build on, which is going to make the job easier because I didn't have to look for work for the $50. I had an easier way out. Of course it's not easy because I spent almost the whole day doing this. My arm's feeling it, but I'm feeling this journey more. So like I said, you don't have to swing high. When you're starting off, you have to do anything that will get you money, and that's exactly what I've done. I was able to make $55 from a paying job that I did, and my net worth is currently valued at $55 from just raw and sheer enterprise. And that's what I'm talking about. When starting off, you don't have to look for some magical unicorn that's going to catapult you into the billions. You have to have that idea, and you have to have a source of income, and you have to do anything for you to achieve the income that you want to get. You have to do things to get that income. So that's why on this video and on this channel, I plan to give you raw enterprise. I plan to be real and just give you raw knowledge and raw footage of what exactly I'm doing. So that's just a little backstory on my $1 billion dream. I'm currently staying at some accommodation. School hasn't yet opened, so we haven't yet gone to see the dorm room. But to make this $1 billion dream more feasible, what I'm going to do is set goals for this year. So my goal is to make $1 million this year and move out of my dorm room into an apartment where it would be better suited, for the vlogs and for business ventures, and to not be disturbed. So this is your sign to start off. Make that YouTube channel that you've always been wanting to make. Do that thing that you've always been wanting to do, but you're scared of judgment from other people. If you're going to be judged, then let's be judged together, as long as we get to the top. And one day it will make sense, because people will only be right for so long until you prove them wrong. So if you like this video, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. It really helps if you can hit that like button, as it pushes this video and pushes my journey out to more people that would need this information. So see you in the next video. We're currently on the road to $200. Let's get it.